Hi guys, today I want to do a quick video on the Doji Candlestick pattern. The Doji Candlestick pattern is one of the candlestick patterns we are looking at in this series. I've done a video already on the bullish engulfing candlestick pattern and the bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. If you've not watched it, check the channel for those videos and watch it. If you like our videos, do well to subscribe. Click the like button and also share it with your friends. All right, the Doji and candlestick pattern is what we want to look at today. Yeah, it's important for you to look at the disclaimer. We've taken time to upload valuable content on this channel. However, we are not liable for any loss or damages which may arise as a result of you using this tutorial. The videos we upload here are just for tutorial purposes. So when you take any trade, you know trading is a risky adventure. So you are solely responsible for every trade decision and actions that you make. All right, that being said, let's get to the meat of the matter. The Doji Candlestick. The Doji Candlestick has about two varieties or two types. We have the gravestone Doji. Now, but before we enter into the types of the Doji that we have, it's important for us to look at the general formation of a Doji, how it looks like. And as you can see on the board or on your screen, that's how a Doji candlestick looks like. As you can see, it's like a cross. The open and the close are together. The open and the close are joined together. So there's no difference between the open and the close. Now, it is very important for you to understand the psychology of this candlestick formation. Now, we have a few features that I highlighted here. It shows that the market open and the close are at the same price. It's an indecision candle or equality in the market. It shows that nobody is in control of the market. Indecision between the buyers and the sellers. Now, if we get back to that candle, as you can see, the open and the close are at the same points. Now, what this candle is telling us is that the market opened here, and whichever way it pushes first is not important. But during the course of this session, okay, assuming it was a 1 hour session or a 1 hour candle or a daily candle or maybe 15-minute candle, or let's assume it's a 1 hour candle. Now, what it entails is that the buyers push the price up to the high here, the high price here. The sellers push the price down to the low price here. The battle keeps on until the market returns to where it started. It returns to the original place where the market started. That is why we say that there is equality. We say that nobody is in control of the market. There is indecision between the buyers and what? And the sellers, because where the market started was where it comes from. Remember how the candlestick story it's telling. The candlestick always tells a story. If it moves from where it has the open and closes up here, that means the bulls were in charge. If it moves from the opening here and closes down here, that means the bear were in charge. But here, despite what happened in the course of that trading session, it returned to where it started, meaning that nobody is in control of the market. But what you need to understand is that, okay, assuming you were trading this market, if you saw this particular candlestick, you wouldn't know the direction that the market is going. So what happened is that you need to wait for the next candle to do what? To print so that you can make a decision. So this shows that there's indecision between the buyers and the sellers. So even you that you are trading the market, you are undecided because you don't know the trend that or the side that the market is going. So, but what you need to understand is that most times the doji candle is showing you that reversal is likely to happen. When you see it, it's a hint that maybe if the trend was in an uptrend or it was in a downtrend, that reversal is likely to do what? To happen. Now, often found during period of resting, another thing you need to understand is that most times when a trend is going up, okay, is in an uptrend, a time will come that maybe the trend has gone up at a certain extent and it tries to consolidate, it tries to rest. You will see this kind of candles, okay, during time of consolidation or time of resting of the market before it does what? It push up again or it reverses the trend. Now, if you find it at the top of an uptrend, it's a sign, like I said before, that the trend may reverse. The same thing is applicable if you see it at the bottom of a downtrend. All right. Now, as you can see some trade examples here, you see there's a doji here. The market was moving up, but before this doji here, look at here. The first doji is printed here. This is where the first doji is printed, okay? The market was going in an uptrend, going upward, and it stops and printed the first doji here. As you can see, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of consolidation because this is an early candle before it pushes up again. The market pushes up again. So like I mentioned earlier, you can find it in moments of consolidation. Then you need to wait to know, is the trend going to continue? That will be determined by the next candle that will be coming. So as you can see, the doji was printed here and the next candle is bullish. Okay, look at how the bears try to push the market down, but the buyers pushes it up again before the next bullish candle now push it higher until the next doji printed again and the market finally reverses. All right, so that is on the general doji candle. But in trading, like I mentioned earlier, we have two key types of doji. The first one is what we call the dragonfly doji. The dragonfly doji pattern. Now look at here on the dragonfly doji pattern, the high is not pulling out like the previous one. Remember the first one, you see how the high was higher. There's a difference between the high, the low, the open and the close. But in a dragonfly doji, the high, the opening, and the close are at the same points. The high, the open, and the close are on the same point. Now, this is a very strong bullish candlestick pattern when you find it. Now, some of its characteristics, the bullish candlestick pattern, the open, the high, and the close, like I mentioned earlier, they are at the same point. It is characterized by a long tail. You see, the tail is coming downward, a long tail, a long downward tail, okay? Characterized by that. Then the long lower tail shows that there is a high buying pressure. Like the previous one I mentioned earlier, the market opens here, okay? This is the opening. It pushes downward, it never went up, meaning that throughout the session, it was the sellers that were pushing the price downward. So the sellers pushed the price downward. It came down to this point, which is the low. Then the buyers started pushing it up. The bulls pushed it up until they returned it where the market started. So the open, the close, and the high are at this particular point. So this is a very strong bullish candlestick pattern. If you find it on your charts, you know that it's a bullish candlestick pattern. Now let's look at a few examples of it. Okay, if you can see this particular place, it is printed here. Okay, this is a dragonfly doji. And immediately it printed the pattern here. You see, assuming it was in a downtrend, the market was already in an uptrend. So you can see another one, the first one here. It pushes it up, tries to bring it a little down, sideward trend. It printed it again at this point, and the market now tries to push it higher more. So it is very important when you are looking at your chart to pay attention to all these patterns so that you now take a decision on what to do with your trade. Like I always said, every candlestick pattern should be traded in combination with other indicators and tools so that you can get high probability trade setup. All right, now the next one is what we call the gravestone doji. The gravestone is the reverse of the dragonfly. As you can see, the open, the close, and the low is at this point. The sellers or the buyers push the price up. The sellers push it downward. Now, this is a very strong bearish candlestick pattern. When you find this at the end of an uptrend, it's an indication that the trend may reverse. So this one is a bullish or a bearish candlestick pattern, while the other one that we look at is what is a bullish. So this is the reverse. Now this gravestone doji has some features that you have to pay attention to. Like I said, is a bearish version of the dragonfly doji. It has a long upper tail. Okay, it has a long upper tail. That is what differentiates it from the dragonfly doji. The formation of the long tail tests a powerful supply. Now, remember I said that when you are trading the candlestick pattern, you have to take notice of other trade indicators that you normally use. Now, assuming that this is a resistance zone, okay, the sellers push the price up to this zone that's a resistance, and the buyers push it downward. Now, it is showing that the buyers are rejecting this particular zone, okay? So the formation of this candle, one, which is a bearish indication or indicator, and also the presence of a resistance here, you can combine both of them and okay, definitely, because the market is rejecting this zone, definitely the market is going to go bearish. Okay, so you have to take note of that and pay attention to use it with other indicators or whatever you use to enter your trade. All right, so we look at a few examples of it. As you can see, this is the formation of one. The market tries to push it up and it's finally returned again. So when you see it at the end of an uptrend like this, is an indication that the market is about to reverse. This was supposed to be a quick video just to introduce us to this doji pattern and also to intimate you so that you can put it as part of your trading indicators or inside your trading toolkit so that you can use to make your trades and be profitable while trading. Thank you for watching. Do well to subscribe to our channel. Click the like button, share it with your friends. To have a nice time till I come your way some other time. Bye-bye.